do much wonder how one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudia. We want to speak plain, to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. But now he has turned to orthography. His words, a very fantastical banquet. Just so many strange dishes. May I be so converted to see with those eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another is wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. Not till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. She will be rich, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I will never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or I not for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician. And her hair be whatever color God pleases.
Converting all your sounds of woe into hey naughty naughty.
The prince and Monsieur Love. I'll hide myself.
See, your Benedict had hid himself.
Very well, my lord. The music ended. Who fit the kid fox with a pennyworth?
Bianca, let's hear that song again.
Oh, good, my lord. Perhaps not so bad a voice to slander music any more than once.
The wit is still excellency, but a strange face on her own perfection. I pray thee, sing, that me woo no more.
Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever, one foot in sea and one on shore. Do one thing constant never, but sigh not so and let them go, and be blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny.
Fine, my troth, good song.
And an ill singer, my lord.
No, Faith. Thou singest well enough for a shift.
She would have been a dog that would have cow-busted with tender. God, I hope her voice bode no mischief. Eyes a leap, heard a night raven. Come what plague come after it.
Come, Leonata, what was it you told me of today? That your niece, Beatrice, was in love with Signor Benedict?
Stuck on, my lord, the foul sits. I did never think the lady would have loved any man.
No! Nor I either! But that she should so dote on Signor Benedict, whom she seemed in all outward behaviors ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. It is past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit!
Faith like enough.
Oh God, counterfeit! There never came counterfeit so near the life of passion as she so discovers it.
Why? What effects of passion shows she?
Faith of will, the speech will bite.
What affects, my lord? She will sit. You heard my daughter tell. You how?
Oh, she did indeed.
How How, pray you? You amaze me! I would have thought that her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
As when I had too, my lord, especially against Benedict.
I shall think this a gull. But the lady speaks it. Knavery cannot sure hide myself in this reverence.
He hath tamed the infection. Hold it up.
Has she made her affection known to Benedict?
No! And swears she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis true, indeed. So your daughter says, shall I, says she, that have so often counted with scorn, write to him that I love him.
This, says she now, as she's beginning to write to him. For she'll be up 20 times a night, and there she will sit in her smock till she have ripped a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all.
Now you talk of a sheet of paper. I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
Oh, the one that when she had written it and was reading it over, she found Benedict, and Beatrice between a sheet.
That?
Oh, she tore that letter into 1,000 halfpence, railed at herself that she should be so immodest to write to one that she knew would flout her. I measure him, says she, by my own spirit. For if I writ to him, he should flout me, but I love him, so I should.
Then down upon her knees, she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, breaks curses. As me, Benedict, God give me patience.
She doth indeed. And the ecstasy hath so much overborne her that my daughter is sometime afeard she will do a desperate outrage to herself. It is very true.
It were good that he knew of it by some other means, if she will not discover it.
To what end would he make but a sport of it, and torment the poor lady worse?
And he should. It were an alms to hang him. She's an excellent, sweet lady. And out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she's exceeding wise.
Oh, and everything but loving Benedict.
Oh, my lord! Wisdom and blood, compounding in so tender a body. But we have 10 proofs the one, the blood hath the victory. I am sorry for her, as I have just cause, being her aunt and one of her guardians.
Would she had bestowed this dotage on me, I would soon dap all other respects, made her half myself. I pray you, tell Benedict of it, and hear what he will say.
Word good, think you?
Hero, think surely she will die. For she says she will die. If you love her not, and she will die. If she make her love known, and she will die. But if he woo her rather than, she will bate one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. If she should make tender for love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man is, you know all, hath the contemptible spirit.
Don't tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, we will hear further of it by your daughter. Let it cool a while. I love Benedict well. I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how he is unworthy of so good a lady.
My lord, dinner is ready.
not so dote on her upon this. I will never trust my expectation.
Now let the same net be spread for her. And that which your daughter and her gentlewoman carry. The sport will be, when they hold an opinion of another's dotage in no such matter, that is the scene I would see, which will be merely a dumb show. Let us send her to call him into dinner!
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of it from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have their full bent. Love me? Why, it must be requited. I hear how I am censored. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she would rather die than give any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis a truth, I can bear them witness. Virtuous, just so I cannot reprove it. Wise, but for loving me. By my faith, it is no addition to her wit, nor no great argument to her folly. For I will be horribly in love with her. I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken about me, because I have railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. Shall these quips and sentences and paper bullets of the brain all emanate from his career of humor? No. The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day, she is a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Fair Beatrice, thank you for thy pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure, then, in the meshes?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point, and choke a doll withal.
Ha
You have no stomach, signor? Fare you well.
Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. That's as much as say any pains I take for you are as easy as thanks. If I do not pity her, I am a villain. If I do not love her, I am a cur. I will go get her picture.
Good lady, run into the parlor. There will I find my cousin Beatrice proposing with the prince and Claudio. Whisper her ear and tell her that I and Ursula walk in the orchard, and our whole discourse is all of her. Say that thou overheard us, and bid her steal into the pleached bower, where honeysuckle ripened by the sun forbids the sun to enter, like favorites made proud by princes, that advance their pride against the power that bred it. There she will hide her to hear our purpose. This is thy office. Fare thee well, and leave us alone.
I'll make her come, I warrant you presently.
Now, ladies, when Beatrice doth come, as we do trace this alley up and down, our talk must only be of Benedict. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever a man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter is little Cupid's crafty arrow made, the wounds only by hearsay.
Cough, cough! Now begin, for look, Lord Beatrice, like a lapwing, runs close by the ground to hear our conference.
Hear you not my part of the dialogue?
Then go we near her, and let her ear lose nothing of the false sweet faith we say for it. No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my new-betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they love Benedict, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never let Beatrice know of it.
But why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full a fortunate bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
O God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn ride sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on. Her wit values itself so highly that to her all else matter seems weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape, nor project of affection. She is so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so, and therefore certainly it were best she know not of his love, lest she make sport at it.
Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man, how wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured. But she would spell him backwards. If fair-faced, she would swear the man should be her sister. If black, why, nature's drawing of an antique made a foul blot. If tall, a lance ill-headed. If low, an agate very vilely cut. If speaking, why, a vein blown with all winds. If silent, why, a block moved with none. So turns she every man the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue which merit and simpleness purchaseth.
Sure. Such carping is not commendable.
No, and not to be so odd as all fashions as Beatrice is not commendable. But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Oh, she would laugh me out myself and press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedict, like covered fire, consume away in sighs, waste inwardly. Oh, it were a better death than die with mocks, which is as bad as die with tickling.
Yet, tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No, rather, I will go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passion. And truly I'll devise some honest slander to slay my cousin with. One doth not know how much an ill word may poison liking.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedict.
He is the only man of Italy, always accepted, my dear Claudio.
Oh, when are you married, madam?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in with me, and I'll show thee some attire and have thy counsel which is best to furnish me tomorrow.
She's limed, I warned you. We have caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by halves. Some keep close with arrows, some with traps.
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedict, love on, I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportingly.